So I just stumbled upon this wild concept about how code review processes can impact team dynamics. It's surprisingly intricate.
Wait, really? I always thought it was just about checking for bugs or style issues. What else is there?
Exactly. It turns out that the way suggestions are framed can actually affect how people feel about their contributions.
That's unexpected. How does that work? Do people get defensive or something?
Yes, exactly. If feedback feels like a personal attack, it can lead to conflict, but constructive suggestions can build trust.
I see, so it's about how you say things. But isn't that a bit subjective? What if someone has a different interpretation?
Great point. That subjectivity can definitely lead to misunderstandings. Clarity in communication is key.
Right? And that makes me think about how emotional intelligence plays a role in tech environments.
Totally, it's like the technical skills are there, but without empathy, teams could struggle.
And isn't that interesting? We often underestimate the human side in a field driven by logic.
Definitely, but there's also the risk of overemphasizing feelings, right? It could cloud judgment.
Exactly. Balancing emotional insight with technical rigor seems crucial. It's a fine line.
And think about the implications for leadership. Good leaders need to navigate both aspects effectively.
That's a solid observation. They must foster a supportive atmosphere while ensuring productivity doesn't dip.
But what about the counterargument that too much focus on feelings might slow down decision making?
Right? There's a fine balance between being supportive and getting things done. It's tricky.
Exactly, and this reminds me of how agile methodologies emphasize collaboration and responsiveness.
And in that framework, feedback loops are essential, right? It's about continuous improvement.
For sure, but does that mean we should prioritize speed over thoroughness in reviews?
That's a valid concern. Speed can lead to errors if people rush through feedback.
So we have to ask, how can teams strike this balance effectively? Is there a formula?
Well, establishing clear guidelines for feedback could help, but there's always room for interpretation.
And that's where training comes in, right? Teaching teams to give and receive feedback constructively.
Absolutely. But I wonder if that training is even prioritized in many tech companies.
Interesting, it often feels like technical training gets all the attention while soft skills are overlooked.
For sure, but without those soft skills, the technical ones can only take you so far.
Exactly, it's like having a great tool set but not knowing how to use them effectively.
And this might explain why some teams excel while others flounder, despite similar technical abilities.
Right, so what's the takeaway here? Should companies invest more in interpersonal skills training?
Definitely. It seems essential for fostering not just innovation, but also team cohesion.
And let's not forget about the potential for retention. Happy teams are likely to stay longer.
That's true, it's a win-win. But there's always the challenge of measuring the impact.
Good point, metrics for soft skills are harder to quantify, which makes it tricky for companies.
Exactly. It's all about the long game, fostering an environment that nurtures growth.
So to wrap this up, do you think tech teams are ready to embrace this shift?
I'm not sure. There's a lot of traditional thinking to overcome, but change is happening.
And hopefully, it leads to a more balanced approach in the tech industry overall.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see how this evolves over the next few years.
Definitely, let's keep an eye on how teams implement these ideas. There's so much potential.
For sure. Who knows? We might even see a new wave of tech leaders emerging from this shift.
And that's exciting. The future of tech could be brighter with this human-centric approach.
Absolutely. It's an exciting time to be part of this conversation as it unfolds.